Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Bottom at Christmas Challenge with Brighton. So in today's episode we have an absolutely huge game against Southampton away from home, and then we'll follow that up with Man City at home. So a quick reminder of where we sit in the league table. We currently sit in the 18th position on 25 points, only 1 point off Southampton, who do have that game in hand. But we do play them next. I think it's in 20 days or so. So if there's anything interesting happens in between, I will let you know. But if not, I'll see you at the Southampton game. So we've still got about 10 days or so to go before we will face Southampton. But interestingly, they've played 2 games in that time. And we now have a game in hand on them with only 1 point behind. A lot of the teams around us, actually all the way up to 10th position, they have all played 1 more game than us. So we are sitting in a really good spot if we can manage to get a result against Southampton. Well, we won't be seeing Jack Grealish anytime soon. Unfortunately, he's picked up an injury for 3 to 4 weeks, which should rule him out for pretty much the run-in. He might return for the final 3 games or so. It's not ideal for our £17 million signing. So what feels like a lifetime, we are finally here. We are going to play Southampton away from home. Looking at the expected tactic for Southampton, a 4-2-3-1 wide. James Ward-Prowse on the wings, Sam Gallagher, Danny Ings, El Yunusi. They're not stacked, Southampton, are they, on this year's FM. Lemina is still a decent central midfielder. Romeo, I'm not sure how he looks this year. He looks okay despite his lack of pace. I think we've got these. I think we could potentially get a win in today's game against Southampton. I'm not going to pay them the respect of changing our tactic or our personnel based on what I think they are going to do. But unfortunately, Jack Butland is injured for today's game. He should be back for the next one. So Matt Ryan is going to start in goal. Martin Montoya, fast, steady, one of our major players, starts at right back. Duffy and Dunk in at centre back, with Bernardo starting at our left back. El Neni in defensive midfield, Pascal Gross and Davy Proper in the centre. Nokiart, Izquierdo and Victor will be leading the line. I would like to get Dale Stevens on the bench. He has been whinging a little bit about not getting as much first team football, but ever since we signed El Neni, he's sort of been pushed out of that defensive midfield role, and I find highly unlikely he will get back in it just yet. So as expected, Southampton do come at us with a 4-2-3-1 with the wingers. Hopefully our wing backs are equal to the challenge. It doesn't look like they're going to be pushing their wing backs on too much in this game, so they shouldn't have too much to deal with. We kick off shooting from left to right against Southampton. Southampton take the kick off. And let's hope for a positive result, lads. I want to see who else is playing. So we've got Fulham are playing. We'll keep an eye on that. Huddersfield, they've picked up a win against Southampton previously, so they are starting to close the gap on us after they are currently bottom of the league. I'm actually going to get the league table up as well here in the middle, so we can see exactly what we need to take eye of. Yeah, so Huddersfield are getting beat. That's fantastic. Fulham are sort of pulled away from us anyway, so they're pretty much negligible. Burnley playing, they're not playing. So, well, there's no highlights to talk about, so we might as well just stick with this. First highlight of the game comes in the 38th minute. It is a goal kick by Southampton that we managed to pick up in defence. Pick up with a highlight here is Izquierdo gets the knockdown from Victor after a clearance from Matthew Ryan. The ball falls to Victor in this box, and I think the Southampton player played it, so he is not offside. A mistake by Lemina, it is saying, it's cost Southampton the goal. We are going to go on a cautious mentality after going 1-0 up. As you can see, Victor did well to win that ball and set away Izquierdo. He tries to find, I'm not even sure who it was, but Lemina ends up playing Victor through. We go 1-0 up. This could be massive. Highlight straight away, 42 minutes in. Lemina's on the edge. He takes the strike and he makes up for his mistake in our goal and gets Southampton back level. I can't help but feel Matthew Ryan should be doing a lot better than that, but we'll see off the replay whether he could have got used to this. El Yunusi with the ball into Lemina, and Matthew Ryan, I mean, he's just went to his knees and then leaned over one side. That is poor. We need Jack Butland. Why didn't I stop Button? And there it is, half-time, 1-1. Not too bad, I guess, but conceding the way we did is a little bit unfortunate. I mean, a long shot, you're never going to be able to stop them all, but you would have thought Matthew Ryan would have been able to save that. But nevertheless, we've went back to a balanced approach to hopefully take the game to Southampton a little bit more, and hopefully we can get ourselves back in front. Free kick now for Southampton. Ward-Prowse takes it. Matthew Ryan manages to keep this one out, and we get it clear. I have just switched us to a positive team mentality to hopefully keep the ball a bit more, and Pascal Gross has got a corner. Come on. Good one. Victor's brought down in the box by Danny Simpson. And we have a penalty 60 minutes in. Victor is going to step up for him. Come on, mate. Get your second goal of the game. Prove that you are better than Andonia. And he gets it in. There we are. 2-1 Brighton. We need to start holding on to this now. I'm going to keep us on a positive mentality. Hopefully we'll be able to keep the ball a little bit better with them being so attacking. We might be able to keep possession. And hopefully just see this game out. Nobody's particularly struggling out there. Nobody's playing particularly poorly either. So we've got a free kick right on the edge of the box. And Shane Duffy gets on the head of it. Anthony Knockyard free kick. And gives us the 3-1 advantage. This is huge. We will be out of the relegation zone if we manage to hold on to this victory. Gordon doesn't exactly do himself any favours there. I imagine he's got quite a poor rating after that performance. 3-1. Fantastic stuff. And the game is just ticking away. We will make all three of our substitutions. We'll get Dale Stevens on, we'll get Bissoma on, and we'll get Balungion on. Get some of our more tired boys off the pitch, just to waste some time as well. And keep them fresh for the next game against Manchester City. 1 minute overtime. Pascal Gross plays in. It's cleared by Stevens. That should be the end, ref. Whenever you're ready. Unless you're going to let us get a fourth. Is Cuerdo on the edge to Bernardo. Ball's played in. It's cleared by Dragovic. Steve, there will go, ref. Whenever you're ready. The ball goes out for a throw-in, and it is full time. Brighton 3, Southampton 1. This is the result that will pull us out of the relegation zone. And there we have it. With that victory, we have went up from 18th to 15th. We've overlapped West Ham and Burnley alongside Southampton. So even if we get beat off Man City, we'll probably still be out the relegation zone, which is all I care about. In terms of the man of the match, Victor, of course, got it. A decent first goal. You know, he's played through by Lamina, but he managed to get in the end of it, and he slotted his penalty away despite his 13 penalty taken. I hope he continues to improve. I haven't actually seen him at a few years down the line in terms of football manager time. Does he actually improve? Does he get a lot better than what he is currently? We have 4 days until we play Manchester City next. I've rested the boys, give them a break from training. We are going to be playing at home. And we'll just, anything from this game is a good enough result, you know. Even if we get beat, as long as we don't get hammered, I'm happy with that. We're back and we are playing Manchester City. It's almost irrelevant what sort of tactical formation they're playing. We are just going to have to just be on the pitch and make up the numbers. They look like they're going to mirror our formation with Aguero, Sterling and Bernardo Silva leading the line. De Bruyne and David Silva in the middle. Fernandinho in defensive midfield. Kyle Walker. Benjamin Mendy is the wing-backs. Laporte and John Stones in the centre with Edison in goal. We will quick pick ours. Jack Butland is back for today's game. Montoya, Duffy, Lewis Dunk and Bernardo after a good performance in the last outing will start in the defence. El Neni, Pascal Gross and Davy Proper in the centre. Anthony Knockyard, Jose Izquierdo and Victor leading the line. I would like to get Dale Stevens back on the bench. We're just going to run the risk of our goalkeeper getting injured. I'm going to take Andonia off the bench as well for Glenn Murray. It's unlikely I would ever bring Andonia on in that current condition and with his current match conditioning. But there we are. Man City do start as you would have expected them to. We will try and G the boys up, although it hasn't really been working all that effectively recently. And we are at home, so maybe, just maybe, we might not get absolutely dominated, but we're going to switch straight to the cautious mentality and see if we can maybe catch them on the break. There was a comment on one of my recent videos about maybe having a very defensive formation but then going overload in terms of the team mentality and some of the team instructions, which if we're 60 minutes got and we're getting beat, maybe I will turn to see if we can turn the game around. But at the minute, we'll just stick with our own tactic and see how things go. And it looks like we're going to get to half-time highlightless. Nothing happening whatsoever. Manchester City haven't really had many shots whatsoever. I'm pleased with how things are going, boys. Keep it up. Hopefully, we'll be able to hang on for a point. That would just be superb. Highlight now. Kevin De Bruyne with a free kick. It goes just wide. Jack Butland had that covered anyway. Another free kick. De Bruyne... Don't give him 2 opportunities. Butland keeps him out this time. David Silva picks up the ball in the box though. De Bruyne, good challenge. So we're limiting them to chances from set pieces, which is absolutely fine by me. Obviously the quality of the set pieces are a little bit worrying, but if we can limit them to just that, that would be fantastic. But there is a highlight starting from quite deep for Man City, so if it would pinch the ball, that would be lovely. It's highly unlikely to happen as Sergio Aguero is almost played through. Lewis Dunk manages to get control of the ball and we managed to get rid, but Raheem Sterling's going to come forward for Manchester City. David Silva on the ball, driving through the middle. He's got 3 men around him, but none of them have put the challenge in. But the shot was really, really poor. He should really be trying to beat his man and get a cross back post for the 2 or so Manchester City players who are waiting. Listen, lads, 15 minutes to go. If we can hold on to this will be an absolutely massive, massive result. But it's always Man City and it's never over. Raheem Sterling, what a Who was that? Was that Lewis Dunk? Was that Mark Montoya? I don't even care who it was. That was the best challenge I've seen in Football Manager this year, hands down. With 1 minute to go, we're going to make our 3 subs. Dale Stevens on, Bissouma on, and Alex Martinez on. Save some of our tired legs, but there's only 2 minutes remaining. Please, no. De Bruyne with a corner. Oh, why? Why are we so bad at late goals? That is heartbreaking. Was it last episode against Arsenal? Now this episode against Man City, we have came so close to stealing so many points, but unfortunately, Kevin De Bruyne's free kick has finally made us pay, and Gabriel Jesus puts Man City in front. And that is going to be all she wrote for today's game. I thought we were going to nick a point against Man City. That would have just been absolutely brilliant. Would have matched our result against Southampton in my eyes. You know, a better performance at least. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. And we do fall sword to a Man City late goal. Unlucky that they've switched off. Just get lost. So after that crushing defeat against Manchester City, that was our game in hand. So we sit in 15th position on 28 points, 2 points clear from Southampton in 18th place, and only 1 point clear from both Burnley and West Ham, who are in the 2 positions below us. We have a crunch game again next episode. We've got Cardiff away from home, who currently sit in 19th position, and then we've got Watford at home, who currently sit in 12th. 2 winnable games to me. We should be eyeing both games up as potential 3-pointers. But that's going to be enough from me. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. And if you are enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.